Oh boy. Oh, if you guys only knew what was going on right here, right now. Oh, my cats are having words with each other. Miss Cricket and Mr. Marty McFriday are having words right now. So if you hear a bunch of mayhem, ruckus, cacophony in the background, you'll know it's my cats having words. Welcome to Thursday. Charlie, thank you for your service. Charlie is brandishing a cassette tape cover that I unearthed recently. I forgot that I had the cover to a very popular cassette tape here on the noise portion of the stream. Vanna Speaks. I believe she's from North Carolina or Georgia or something. I think she's a Southern girl. Anyway, Charlie, thanks for your service. I'm going to move you over here for now, my friend. There we go. Your toilet in plain view. And so I guess we'll leave Vanna there. Anyway, Thursday. That's today. That's what day it is. And this is the day that we come together to do this thing on YouTube. And I've been doing this for a few years now, and it's weird to me that we've been doing this for so long. It started out as a lockdown, oh my God, I'm going crazy, I have to socialize with people kind of thing, for the most part. And it has continued past the lockdown, which is amazing. And welcome to everybody, and let me start doing the stuff I got to do. Okay, so we're going to go over here, and we are going to acknowledge our friend, writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie, for being first in the side chat. That means his name goes in a drawing next January for a prize, and also the very last person to drop something there, a comment in the side chat before I stop live streaming. That's a little harder to do. That name will also go in a hat. So if you're new here, writer Jordan Gory Jory Lurie has a tendency to be first all the time. And the last couple of streams, I think he was not first. So welcome back, number one. And Peter Graves is here, requesting not so many belches. Now, there might be a counterpoint to that, but Peter Graves' vote is not so many belches. Not Young is here, and no, it was not twice in a row. But maybe you can get second again next week, and that'll be twice in a row. Good morning, not Young. Ryder is back on top. I mean, he's back on his game. He's got the ladies, he's got the money, the cars, and he's the first in the chat. Who else is here? Vincent, of course. Hello. Nice to see you, brother. Thanks for your comments on videos and things. I appreciate that. And this guy, yeah, he's always doing cabinets and crafty things. One day I'm going to talk him into helping me build some media shelves, because I got no more shelf space for all my medias. You guys know how that is. Record Man 1961 might know how that is. I'm just guessing you might have a plethora of physical media in your house, your abode. Welcome. Nice to see you. Now, Hugo Stir Toaster. I don't remember that name specifically, but maybe you changed your name. Maybe I know you under a different name, but hello. Or maybe you're just saying hi to the chat and not me. Could be. Now, let's see if that looks better. Oh, kind of good, right? I got new lighting I'm figuring out. Okay, guys? So we'll do that in a minute. Todd, hello. Good to see you, man. Got to get that avatar looked into, man. That T is looking mighty weak. Weak. Okay, 404 TV. Nice to see you, man. And Vincent's got you back with your frack. And there's Tim Nolan, everybody, my longest living friend. He'll be on with us soon. Groovy Lisa. Oh, thanks for making it, Groovy Lisa. We appreciate you, and we like when you're here. Hope you're well. I try to pop into your chats whenever I see them, but I've not been looking at the YouTubes much lately. Focused on eBay right now. Hello, Hopfrog Dave. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Devo 13. Here we go. Three's Company is a good show, but I don't tend to talk a lot about TV shows and the movies. I just don't. And the video games. That's not the chat for this place. Natalie. Oh yeah, the Vanna Speaks is a very popular one. We won't be using that tape today during noise if we do the noise, but I wanted to pay a special tribute to that cover since I did find it in a stack of stuff that I don't know how it got there. So yeah, release is here. Ryder Jordan, 4-4. Heck far. How. Mayhem and Ruckus coming up. UFO Bigfoot. Howdy. Good to see you, sticker friend. Nick Tronic, what's happening? Always good to see you. Kami, yeah. Oh, good. Oh, Kami, that's awesome. I love getting stuff in the mail, especially weird art from people like yourself. So thanks a lot. I'll let you know next Thursday. Maybe can I save it? Should I open it on the stream? I'll save it till next Thursday if you want me to open it on the stream. It's up to you. Amina, how's it going? I see you. Breakfast King. What's happening? What? Really, Hugoster Toaster? That name. You know, Hugoster Toaster, it might become a fun name to say over and over again, like Ryder Jordan Gory Jury Lurie or Breakfast King of that doesn't flow for me. I can't say that one quick. Anyway, Hugoster, thanks for popping your head in here. Have I met you in real life? I was just telling my friend Tim that I met somebody recently in real life that said they watched this thing. And I was surprised, like, why haven't you said hello? Because I know you or something, but I can't remember who it is. Maybe it's you. Who else? 4-4, Breakfast King, Amina, Tim, Amina, Kami, Hugo. Okay, you can just call me H for the shortness. No, I like Hugoster Toaster. I mean, I can get used to saying that. Hugoster Toaster. Is that the way I pronounce it? I guess it's Hugoster Toaster. Yeah, I like it. I like names that are fun to say. Although, you know, people having screen names, I tend to forget their real names and always call them by their screen names, even in real life. Pardon me. Sorry about the belches, Peter. Now, there was a friend of ours here named Zuna Tuna and Butter Knives as well. Hopefully they'll stop by. But I have some mail to open. Now, this is, I think, mystery stuff. I looked at the company here that it's from, and I was like, I don't remember ordering anything from them. So I think this is a mystery. And what else we got? Lots of stuff. Well, here's what we're going to do. Oh, here we go. Michael Proskin, you'll email me tomorrow. Michael Proskin is going to be a very important part of our devotional coming up this year. So I'll have more information on that soon. And yes, I know everybody's waiting for devotional announcement, ticket sales, t-shirt pre-orders, all that stuff. My hands are still tied. I'm still waiting on certain things. I should have had my sample t-shirts by now. So hopefully by tomorrow, they'll show up. And next week, I really want to do this announcement. So it all depends on other people if they can get me the information that I need. So it's all good. It'll happen. Douglas. Oh, whoa, Douglas. I'm gonna be crass, and I'm going to send you a link to something. Yes, Breakfast King devotional is in Cleveland, Ohio. Douglas, I'm a big fan of that music as well. I'm glad you like the noise. I've always loved noise most of my life. And I was in a band, well, a few bands that were pretty noisy, but this one band in particular, this industrial noise kind of sound experiment band, pretty industrial though, you know, big beats, lots of samples, no lyrics or vocals per se, just samples and noises and stuff. Anyway, band called Silica Gel. And I'm going to put a link here to my channel merch store online, but you can check it out there. You can at least see what it looks like and then Google it. I'm sure that I think there's a Bandcamp page for it. You can listen to it there. But if you like industrial stuff, go check out that link I just posted and you'll see the album. It was originally released on CD in 1993. Hey, Vinyl Dreamscape. Good to see you. Yeah, but anyway, to answer your question, Breakfast King, yes, devotional is in Ohio. It's Cleveland. It's September 20th and 21st of this year. And we're supposed to announce tickets and t-shirts and other stuff real soon. So I'm waiting on that. Now, I'm going to bring my friend Tim up. He lives in the beautiful state of Ohio. which I'm glad I escaped from when I was 9 years old. So I'm going to add him to the stage right now. You ready, Tim? Thumbs up if you are ready. All right, here we go. Now your camera's a little weird, Tim. It's like you're peeking over the side of your desk. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
All right, Tim, what's happening? Got that beautiful Kiss poster behind you.
Definitely, yeah. This is
That's a vintage one?
Yeah, it's a Subway poster. Aucoin, and yeah, I know Michael and I, a friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, that we were kind of in the Kiss, craze together, and his brother had one of these Subway posters on his wall upstairs, and I remember like Mike and I would always, when we walked by it, we just freaking drool because it was not.
Wait, no, it was our friend Paul that had one.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Paul's; it was his brother's.
Oh, okay, but it was in that attic space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd ever seen somebody with a, what do you call it, a vaulted roof or angled roof, like an attic roof, and they painted a huge rocket ship on it. Like the whole roof was a rocket. I remember it was a blue background with a really 70s ass looking rocket, like the kind of rocket you would see on the side of a custom van or something,
Yeah, with the round windows in the back,
And when the Kiss posters were on the slanted part of the wall, I think, and it was just there. It was all the big ones. It was all the big Subway ones. Now I've got one of those old Kiss Subway posters, which I'm struggling to figure out how to frame and hang from these.
And if anybody has any advice, please let us know, because we've been.
I wanted to mention the poster that I have of that Subway series is the I guess the earliest, the live one with all the early 1970s pictures of them live before Live 2 came out. And then I think there was a Live 2 version of that poster, like all the collage pictures. And then that one, which is more the studio shot with one live shot above. And that's the one I've seen the least, is the one you have behind you.
Yeah, I'd never seen this one, but I have the Kiss Alive 2 Subway poster as well. And yeah, Mike and I have had these for a long time, and they're so big. It's like, you got to figure out how to hang them. So
yeah, well, I mean, if I was hanging on a flat wall, I would just probably bite the bullet, pay a bunch to get it framed. Yeah, probably cost $800 to $1,000 to get that framed.
It'd be well over $1,000, I bet. Yeah.
But what I want to do is, since I'm hanging on a slant, I want to maybe sandwich it between two pieces of thin plexi and have it kind of raised off, like not totally against the wall, because then moisture would collect behind it, but a little bit raised off the vaulted ceiling.
And those are called standoffs. Yes.
Standoffs. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So, Todd, there you go. Look at that avatar, Todd. That's nice. Nice. How quickly he fixed that avatar. No, I don't have anything to announce right now, except for, oh my God, I can't wait to announce some stuff. But yeah, we're just waiting. I'm just waiting for the shirt sample so I can photograph it and then put that on the site. So no worries though. Everything's going smoothly. Just waiting for info. Natalie, how's it going?
Just got an announcement on, if anybody that needs something for everybody, a copy just came up on eBay. Tough one to find.
Spit 66. That's a good name. Hey, I just sold that record, Theater of Pain, on eBay today. It was a pretty beat up copy, but it sounded good. Cover was kind of beat. I sold for $12.99, including shipping, because it was so beat. But it sold immediately within an hour of listing it. Now I don't know if Ace is a drunken idiot. I think he was certainly drunk, but I don't think he's ever been an idiot. But Vinnie Vincent is a character and a half, and I worked at a club that he played at once, and I didn't get the chance to meet him, but I did get one of the backstage passes, and I still cherish it. It's just got the big V on it, Vinnie Vincent Invasion. But yeah, he's a character. I like him. So anyway, what else do you have going on, Tim? Anything stories to tell us of your last week?
I did go to the CIF, or the Cleveland.
Oh yeah, the Beatles movie. Yeah.
International Music Festival, and there's our boys right there. And then this the
my God, Tim, get that animal out of there.
My son forgot I was on. Anywho, so
your son needs to wake up. Wake up, son. We're on, son. Wake up, son.
Okay, Mike wants to talk about something else. Sorry, guys. Anyways, sold out. I guess it was the best. They said it was the best international film festival of them all. It's like it's the granddaddy, and yeah, it was definitely cool. I was very shocked though that my friend Susan that went with me and myself were the only two in the sold out show wearing energy domes, which I was surprised. And everyone's like, "Oh, I meant to bring mine." No, it's like, you know what? I don't want to hear that. Just do it or don't. Step off.
It's interesting because Ohio has always been the place where, Devo wasn't appreciated as quite as much as they were everywhere else. So it makes kind of sense.
Well,
they're still not
at all. But what I mean is, what you're saying is, in the day, they weren't getting
even now. I mean, they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Fans like that matters, anyways.
Well, I mean, I'm saying there's more normies up there than Devo fans.
That's what I'm trying to tell you is not so. They have a huge fan base. It's just, they're like us. We're the outcasts, whatever. So
I think we're a different kind of outcasts, but I'll take you. I'll take that.
And Natalie was asking about Record Store Day, and I got just freaking burned on that. I don't know. I guess it was a few years ago, and I just they keep making it bigger and bigger, and now I think there's 3 Record Store Days in a year, and I used to spend $1,000 on Record Store Day, and
now you only spend 500.
And no. Like I did not go last year, and a friend of mine got one record I think that I needed or wanted, and there's really only one that I'm going to get this year, and that's The Cure's, because I have all the picture discs. And yeah, I
haven't paid attention to the list or anything, but I want to mention this: 4-year service to rock and roll. Right? Right? Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight. On this channel, it's 4-year service to rock and roll. Guess who's here for once? Butter Nice Potatoes.
Yeah.
Butter is good on potatoes. Butter is the best on taters, man. Butter Nice, welcome. Is Zuna around? I think she was arguing with Peter Graves on some comments on my videos or my community post about belches. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm. and do we know where Miss U is? I don't recall.
Busy. She's waiting for Deadwax to pay her bail.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But
yeah, now here we go. See RSD. You guys are talking about RSD Record Store Day. I haven't even looked at the list. Now Tim did tell me something today about maybe if I see that I'll get it, but I'm not going to go to Record Store Day if I can help it. But yeah, there's a 100 gex thing that I'm looking at now. No, I'm not looking at it, but Tim told me about it, and I'm like, but it's a 10-inch, and that's the worst thing to collect.
Yeah, it's true.
But GBH bad GBI. GBI. What's GBI? What's this? GBI Bad Brains cover? GBI. Stop. What is that? What is GBI? Hop Rock? I don't know what that is. I like some Bad Brains though.
Oh yeah.
Now speaking, I was asking you to fill us in on your week.
Yeah, and one other thing that I'm actually very excited about is, and it's like just one of those dumb, domesticated individual shit. But yesterday I bought myself a brand new 0-turn mower, so I'm excited to do that.
No.
Yes.
No. All right. So what I was going to say was, since we were talking about what Tim did over the last week, I want to hear from you people about something positive that happened to you since last Thursday. And I want you to start your comment with the word positive and then briefly tell me something positive, forward moving, something happy, something that made you think it's not so bad to be alive. Something like that. So yeah, just type the word positive. I did mow my lawn, but we don't talk about it on this. This channel has nothing to do with lawn mowing.
He never used to, but I gotta say, man, he does it all now.
I don't do it all, but I have to every now and then. But we don't talk about it here because why?
No, because I'm saying
Gary Busey the first. What is that? Is that what it actually stands for? Oh, Kami's growing the Devo collection.
Oh yes, that's such a good album.
Oh, a record. Is it the one that? What's that label called? Oh, I can't remember the label that reissued all the hardcore stuff. It was Volume 1 and Volume 2 on vinyl with the black and white. He's kidding. Heckfar's kidding about the Gary Busey. I don't know what GBI is or GB1. Oh wait, here it is. Dave Grohl, Scott Ian, and Charlie Bennett. I know Dave Grohl and Scott Ian. I'm not quite sure who Charlie Bennett, that guy. Benedict. How do you pronounce it? Benedict.
Can you spell that?
Let's see. Where's the positives? Oh, here we go. I got another guitar. Got some dropped C from dropped C. Got sent up in dropped C. That's a guitar player term that I'm not familiar with because I'm not really a guitar player, but I love playing that guitar. Dave, thank you. Oh, positive. I survived the dentist. That's always good to survive things. It's really good to. I mean, I survived driving around other humans today. I couldn't believe it. Woo boy! Only positive I got for this week is that I'm alive.
That's a positive. That's
what your heart? Oh, honey, what's the matter with your heart?
No.
Look, we're sending all the energies to your heart. Now, look at this is a freebie right here for Better Knives. We're gonna get a little love here. Here we go. That's a heart healer right there, that boy Charlie. They call him Heart Healer, his friends.
I thought they called him Soul Stealer.
Well, Butter Knives, we hope you're doing better, and we're going to see you soon at the Devo event in Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. Charlie's from Anthrax. Okay. It's an Anthrax heavy influence band, or at least member was. Positive, rediscovered Madness. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Madness at Punk Rock Bowling.
Cannot wait to see them.
Picked up a dethatching rake. Oh, my God. More lawn talk, you guys. You guys should start your own channel. Lawn talk with Tim and Jeff. I heard.
Yeah, guess who rakes his lawn?
First album. I've never heard Look at You in the Shapes. Never heard that.
I have not either.
Something good. Okay. How many Devo members are alive? Well, all of them, but the original members, there's 3 currently in the band that are living. Spit 6. That's Bob Mothersbaugh, Mark Mothersbaugh, and Gerald Casale. Well, actually, there's another couple of original Devo members that are still alive, but they're lesser known. Early Ohio days. 3. Positive. I found a book of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the bin the other day. That's fairly geeky. That's a Devo 13 comment right there. I think 404 TV and Devo 13 might have a lot in common, especially because they have numbers in their name. Nick Tronic sold 2 shirts and then pooped. Nick Tronic, I don't know if I've seen your shirts. I might have to see your shirts.
And you missed Todd's. He said, start less sucky new position at work next week.
Oh, great. Maybe you can get a position that has no suck in it.
Yeah. You really,
work up that, just work it out little by little.
Unless you're wanting the suck. I don't know.
Playing for Pantera. Oh, boy.
That's Michael's favorite band.
No. I mean, I can appreciate some very early Pantera, the stuff that they're not very proud of. I like that stuff the best. Hey.
Oh, hell yeah. Alex rocks.
Oh, cool. What Alex had to say. How'd you meet him? Did he remember who I was? Probably not. But he's a cool guy. I haven't seen him in, God, probably 2 years now or something. Or a year at least. It's been a long time since I've seen them. My surfboard friends.
And he has a new baby.
Thanks, Yellow Drops, for letting me know. I hopefully somehow he knows that I wanted to say hi to him.
And I don't know if anybody from Ohio, they are playing with Circle Jerks and the Residents September 13th.
Groovy Lisa, now there is a cure for that. It's called black metal. If you listen to enough black metal for a 15-hour period, just straight through black metal, different bands, I don't think you'll go back to Nickelback. I think your ears will be so fried and your mind so fried you will never hear music again. Positive, I got my box set of Rare Bird CDs. What? Oh, I thought you meant like Bird Call, because sometimes I sell records with bird sounds on them, just records of bird sounds. I thought that's what you meant, Rare Bird CD. But I guess there's a band called Rare Bird.
No, but Bird, that's spelled BYRD.
That's Birds.
The Birds.
There's all kinds of options with the name Bird.
But the popular prog rock band is
another positive. I'm going to be on the phone with Brian May from Queen next week. Oh my God. Tell him that de-evolution is real. Brian May from Queen. That's really cool, 404. You got to tell us more about that. Holy shit, it just made Diva Nationals in less than a month. Hey, Butter Knives, stay alive. Stay alive, Butter Knives. He was with his wife and kids. Oh, cool. Yep, he's having fun with that. Modicum of Suck is a good name for a band. Another positive here, got to go to a cool show this week. In the process, hung out with someone in for online music circles. Isn't that cool? That's one of my favorite parts of having this YouTube channel thing is that when I went on tour with Devo, no matter where I was, I always got to meet somebody who I knew, and sometimes who just knew me for face-to-face for the first time after, having some kind of online relationship. It's interesting. And it's interesting that some people have just grown up in that world. Like some people, they just know online and maybe they'll never meet them. But for me, being an old person, it's pretty cool. Well, they've always had at least two guitar players. But yes, Mark Mothersbaugh and Bob Mothersbaugh is still alive. They both play guitar. Bob Mothersbaugh is the lead guitar player. The rhythm guitar player and also keyboardist Bob Casale passed away in 2014. So there are two technical guitarist, and there's also a bass guitarist. So that Jerry Casale, that counts as a guitar, doesn't it? Isn't that a guitarist? Right, so there's actually three guitarists.
A bass is bass, guitar is guitar.
Let's see. Post links I would show you. Nick Tronic, sorry, brother. Say bird seeds, rare bird. Jesus, tell Brian May, he's going to tell him I hang up the Queen name. I will for sure. Last day alive. Hope to buzz you, friend. No Queen. Thank you. Still love Bob too. Yeah. Yeah, I miss Bob.
It's 6. I'm going to say that, no, the guy that's touring with Queen, many of my friends saw that tour, and he was freaking phenomenal, is what I'm being told. So, Adam Lambert. So,
oh boy. Okay, so what I wanted to mention was that where's that list? Oh, here we go. Coming up, I'm really excited to see a concert here in town. I believe it is the 28th or 29th of April. Raven is playing here in Raleigh. I cannot wait to see them again. I saw them maybe a year ago for the first time ever. I'd never seen them before. Great show. Hilarious guys. Brothers in metal and real brothers. And it's going to be really cool. Anybody else that like Raven? If you get a chance to see them on this tour, I recommend it. They're really funny. So I can't wait to see that. I'm looking forward to it. Adrian, howdy. Adrian. It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he's good. He's just a little normie. I mean, he's kind of flamboyant. I get that.
But I don't see that as norm.
It's the market that he appeals to. It's a TV show market. It's a TV show market. It's not really rock and roll. It's kind of TV show market. So he's just a funny gay person, isn't he? He's so great. He's so gay, that guy. My God. Straight people love to watch a gay man prance around, don't they? Look, there are much more interesting gay people that are in bands, and nothing. I'm sure if I met what's his name, Adam Lambert, he'd be great. I'd probably get along with him great. So here we go. We are going to open this package. I'm dying to see what's in here, Tim. So I'm going to make you a little small. I can't stand it anymore. It's only a half an hour into the show, but I got to open this.
Hey, 404's heading out. Thanks for dropping
404. It's not far. Only have some errands to run. Hey, yeah, of course. Please come watch the stream on replay if you want to, waste part of your life. But great to see you, 404 TV. We always appreciate your participation here. And like I said, I don't know what this is. Feels like clothing, maybe a t-shirt, pop sleeve, and maybe it'll be something that I forgot ordering. Uh-oh. You know what this is, guys?
Oh, what?
It's what I've been waiting for.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It's what I've been waiting for.
Well, damn. Finally.
Look at this. Dudes.
Oh.
Hell yeah. The green is a little brighter than it shows up here because of my light, but yeah. That is Look at them boys.
Damn, man, that could have glown in the dark right there.
We've already done that.
I know, but I love it.
Ooh-wee. Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
So now this is part of the puzzle I've been waiting for.
Is there something behind on the back?
Nope.
Couldn't remember.
Oh man, I've been waiting for those. That's great. Oh, what's this? Oh look, the T-shirt company sent me a gift. It's a dinosaur eating pizza, y'all.
Oh, you gotta send that to Joe.
Who?
Joe, in was it Oregon?
Oh, pizza. Oh, pizza. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that was cool. I didn't have the name on the company that package came from was nowhere near the name of the screen print company that I paid to do those. So there was no clue that was what I was looking at. That's cool. Well, Todd, like every 2 or 3 years, I have to do a non-black T-shirt, and this year I thought those colors would pop nicely on a white and be easier to print for sure. Yeah, so Butter Knives, we're excited to have you, and pretty soon I'll spill the beans about what you're going to be doing there at the devotional. And I won't tell them now, but I'll tell them hopefully this coming week now. So now tomorrow I've got to de-wrinkle the shirt. I'll photograph it, edit those photos, and then I'll put that up on the site. And then hopefully Nick, my cohort at the devotional, will be able to give me ticket information and links. So we'll be able to start doing that. And there's a cool thing that we're going to work into the event on Saturday this year that I'm going to announce, but I'm, again, waiting for some information. So the one big part is done and handled. So the one big part that I was waiting for is done. And Jiminy crickets. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I just don't know what it takes to have the dogs not do that. Jesus Christ. Tammy, I've been asking my friend Nick for the hotel info for, I don't know, 2 months. And last I talked to him, he was still waiting for a contract from the hotel. It's not going to be the hotel we stayed at last year, is what I'm told. So, but I still don't have the information either. So I'm going to have to poke Nick about it. He has a real job that keeps him really busy. So I'm going to have to poke him about it and see if he has any information for us yet. This guy's going over here for now. And I want to show you guys a record. I don't know if you guys saw on my channel, I just recently posted a video that shows my new pile of vinyl purge. It's basically this big pile of weird plastic that comes out of the record making machine when it's being calibrated and it's not quite right. So all this extra vinyl stuff comes out. And in the process of showing that, I showed a record that was being pressed at the plant that day. And it's this, my friend's band, Hank Sinatra. It's an album called Burn It Down, the Bunker Hill Sessions. And then on the back, there's another version of Hank Sinatra with special guests. And it's a record called McGinty's Flat. And this comes out on 4/20, Saturday. And I had the singer Jeff Rowe sign it there for me. But this was being pressed, and the big pile of translucent vinyl that I was shown in that video was part of what made these beautiful things. And this is a special splatter, obviously colored vinyl version of this Burn It Down album. Most of the copies of this album are black vinyl. And mind you, I believe there were only 100 or just over 100 of these things in black vinyl. Actually, let me think. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's 100 black vinyl and like 16 on the splatter. And you can see here the number here, limited edition 15 of 16. They're handwritten on the cover before it was shrink wrapped. And I think less than 10 of those will be on sale locally here at a record store called Poorhouse Records. The guys who owned this pressing plant, Poorhouse Press, also own Poorhouse Records and Poorhouse Venue. And anyway, this splatter thing will be on sale there.
And he said he was going to take some to Sorry State as well.
Oh, okay, I hadn't heard that. But this band has been around for a long time. I think they were even around in the '90s. So they've been around for a while, and they're just kind of getting back together and doing this new thing. But I love this cover. Look at that.
And what would you
If you
call
look closely, you'll see a baby carriage. You can barely see it. See the wheels on the porch. There's a baby carriage on the porch when that house is burning.
it? And what would you call that? Rockabilly?
No, this is like alt country.
Okay, because I only heard part of it. So.
Slightly country rock. It's not rockabilly. No, alt country stuff. Which is alt country was huge here in North Carolina. You had the whiskey towns and all that stuff. But yeah, Hank Sinatra. There you go, coming soon. And I'm so happy to get one of the limited splatter ones. I couldn't believe it. This just happens to be the one that Jeffro shot his unboxing video with because we shot it at my house. So after he was on the video, he just said, "Here, you can have that one." I was like, "Yeah, I got the one in the video, man. I got the one on the TV show."
Yeah, butter knives, isn't it? Like that's what I told him. It's like I'd need a copy, not my kind of music, but damn, that's a nice looking vinyl.
Okay, show my package when you get it. Okay, so when I get it, and then I'll just show people. Can I show people on Thursday your art? DJ Trish is here. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Look what Vinyl Richie has to say.
404 TV. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of country, but I do like retarded people. And I like retarded music. But the only country I really gravitate towards is I like really old bluegrass.
Yeah.
Or new bluegrass if it's unplugged, if it's acoustic. And then I really have started to like a lot of really deep Southern gospel stuff with a lot of harmonizing and the real vocal stuff. It's kind of like a slowed down bluegrass, but with these really haunting, mesmerizing vocals. So that's about it for me in country. I'm not really a country fan.
Yeah. Hey, Mariana.
You can do anything. I'm driving. Hey, Mariana. How's it going? Hey, glad you like the shirt, Michael Proskin. Yeah, I wanted to do some kind of tribute to that era of Devo since we're right at the spot where the anniversary of that album is coming up. So anyway, Michael Proskin, I'm really looking forward to. I'm drinking a pint of beer. Oh, a pint of beer, I think you meant. Yeah. Yeah, family harmonized, like the Boswell sisters and the Andrews sisters, especially the Boswell sisters. If you guys are into vocal calisthenics and harmonizations and stuff, Boswell sisters is legit. Anybody want to do a shot with me? Is anybody prepared for that? Ivana Richie, if that's really you, good to see you. Sorry I haven't been watching videos lately. I'm actually doing something that I've been wanting to do for a couple of years at least, is to go through all the vinyl that I bought to sell on eBay, because it was getting to be crates and crates and crates of backed up stock, right? I'm going through it all now and listing it all, and I'm promising myself that I'm not going to go thrifting again until I get down to at least 2 crates of records. But now 10 or 12 crates have now been dwindled down to like 6 crates. So I'm on the way, man. But that's been taking up all my time: washing records, photographing records, grading records, describing records, selling records, packaging records. But I'm almost to my goal. Yeah. So I mentioned Raven. Can't wait to see them. Actually, also found out, Tim, May 8th, my boys, my pop punk boys, Sum 41 are going to be in Raleigh. I'm going to try to go to that, because I will be in town for just 2 or 3 days, right around that time. It's right before I go to Chicago, I believe. So if I could see that, I'd be really sick. I'm fairly into a pink of beer. Cheers and Roebuck. 3 hours taking a shot in spirit. Okay. Yeah, pint. Year pint. I know you meant, yeah, DJ Trish. I know. But year pint, a pint that takes a year to drink is big. Dang, spell check. Hey, Dang, spell check is a good name for a band. Dang, spell check. I know you meant damn.
Wait. Hold on. DJ Trish, you're driving and drinking a pint of beer. It's like, oh, I was just like, wait a second, does that say that? It does.
Pink of
Well,
beer. You can keep it
well,
for
cheers, man.
You can keep it. In fact, there could be more than one version of the Pink of Beer song. uh,
I'd like to see Michael drinking a pink of beer.
Speaking of which, Tim,
Yep.
I'm gonna make you big, and I'm gonna go get a beer, and then I'm gonna come back and do a shot, and then everybody's gonna be happy.
Everybody's gonna be happy, like when he does a shot. So, yeah, that's how it works around here. Damn. But anyways, good to see you all tonight. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. What upcoming shows are people, concerts are people gonna see? I finally was putting my list together, which it's not large. Just saw Anti-Scene 2 weeks ago, and my next one is it's Fred Armisen. Not a concert, but yeah. And then Elliot of Detention is doing a solo little mini tour, if you will. And then I think it's Pretenders and ELO, and I know towards the end, it's like September 13th, is Circle Jerks and Residents and Surfboard. I mean, man, if
Circle Jerks and who?
If you haven't seen them, go.
Wait, Circle Jerks and who?
Residents and Surfboard.
No, Residents.
Descendants.
No. Descendants.
I've always done that ever since the beginning.
I sang along to that whole fucking Descendant set.
Oh yeah. No, it's great shit.
Man, that was a great show. I saw them last week.
What was the opener?
Adolescence, which I didn't really follow a lot back in the day, but I know one song.
I've seen them.
I know their one big popular song, which they did at the end, which I recognize, but I don't really know a lot of their stuff. But they were good.
I think they opened up for the Descendants last year here.
Anti-Scene was really good friends with Gigi Allen and the Murder Junkies, and they played shows together and did things together as a band. Jeff Clayton, I guess, is the guy, and I think Joe Young probably did something with them as well. Anti-Scene and those bands were like interchangeable for a long time.
Well, and before Anti-Scene, it was, now my brain's gonna stop. What was the band with Greg in it?
Adrian, Black Flag.
What?
Greg who?
No. Greg, Jeff and Greg. Anti-Scene we're talking.
Oh, Greg is his little brother.
Yeah.
Greg was in Anti-Scene.
No, but what was the other band before Anti-Scene? The little,
Plenty of Time was one that he played with when I was in Rabid Salesman.
Okay, I've got this shirt. Remember, it's the yellow shirt. They did a world tour that had 2 dates, and we went to that.
Oh no, that's Jeff Leppard. That's Judas Bullethead. That's not Greg Clayton. There's Jeff Clayton's in that band.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Greg.
No. Greg was too.
Oh, maybe he played drums for them, but it's just 2 guys in that band. It's just 2
I know, but Greg was in it in a short time. That's all I was saying.
Oh, right, just for the live band. Yeah. Well, they haven't played live. Judas Bullethead, which is kind of a joke offshoot of Anti-Scene. These used to be called Jeff Leppard, and then they changed the name to Judas Bullethead. But they were the best, most awful, like low budget, just funny inside joke songs band. But inside jokes that were memorable and appealing to other people, because sometimes bands do inside jokes and it's so inside it doesn't even work. But Judas Bullethead and Jeff Leppard were great, and they've only played like maybe a handful of shows, if maybe 2 or 3 shows in their whole career. But so Kami has a good question. I did see Gigi Allen, and it was released on record. The show is called Carolina Up My Ass or Carolina In My Ass. And that's the show I was at. It was at the Church of Musical Awareness, which is across the street from the Milestone in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's also where my band, Rabid Salesman, used to rehearse, at the Church of Musical Awareness. It was just one room, a cinder block building. I think it had one window, one door. I don't even think it had a bathroom. And we used to rehearse there all the time. And then Gigi Allen played, and we were supposed to open for him. And we were kind of looking forward to it. And then our drummer had to go out of town or something made us cancel. And I was glad at the end of the day, because we found out later that, typically the band that opens for Gigi, he also gets to maybe back him up sometimes, or or they end up, getting shit from the crowd because everybody just wants to see Gigi and they're all riled up, and or Gigi comes out. It's an unpredictable situation, those shows. But I'm glad I got to see it as a person in the audience because I was able to run away. And I was able to not get hit with his poop or his semen or anything. So, but I'm glad it was the best $5 I ever spent.
Oh, that's.
I mean, it wasn't. I can't even say it was fun because it was very disturbing. I mean, he punched people indiscriminately, people that didn't deserve to be punched. He was grabbing girls by the hair. He was just insane. He was like living art, but it was very aggro. It was very unpredictable, and it wasn't funny, haha, punk rock. It was like, holy shit. And he didn't play 15 minutes or something before the cops came, and Anti-Scene whisked him off to a hotel, and all the cops came to the hotel. There's a whole story about what happened after the show.
Yeah, you haven't told me that stuff. That's kind of wild.
Shock music. Oh, wait. So speaking of genres of music, Judas Bullethead and Jeff Leppard were both called sheet metal, which was the genre they were from. And this is the sheet metal sign. That's the international sign of sheet metal right there. So anyway, sheet metal, shock music. I mean, what's shocking to me is some of the music that's popular these days. It's like so pablum. It's like,
well, no,
just generic songs about love and like just
the emo crap and stuff. Like what? Come on, just freaking rock out or whatever. I had asked when you were gone about shows that people are going to see. What they're looking forward to, what shows, and like Natalie is saying that Devo's up next, followed by OMD, Peter Hook, and Totally. That's a good line up there. Good. I'm
gonna go see Totally Tubular here in Raleigh with my friend Jalen, July.
Nice. And Todd says Devo, Chicago, and Punk Rock Bowling. And thus far, I'm not sure, but I will see you at Punk Rock Bowling.
Hey, everybody who's going to Punk Rock Bowling, we have to make sure to go see Snooper. They're on the same day as Devo, a couple, maybe 2-3 hours before, I think. Have to go see Snooper. Pardon me.
And Adrian is going to see Devo at Beach Life and Incubus.
Yeah, I never got an Incubus. That was one of those 90s bands.
And I have to say the same. I really can't tell you anything about him. Mike Pope's going to Devo. Where are you going to see him, Mike? Which show? And let's see. It's 404. See Devo again. No idea if they'd come back to Scotland, though.
I'm trying to get this. Let me get this real recent comment here. Unrelated, but as we speak, I'm ordering things from Boogie Boy's Basement. Any suggestions from Michael? Man, I'm not even sure what's on Boogie Boy's Basement these days. There's so much, but I know that anything that's listed demos, like if you've never heard the Oh No It's Demos, the demos from Oh No It's Devo, if that's there, get that. Also, I remember there being a pretty funny concert that happened in Greensboro, North Carolina. It must have been 1980 or 79 or something like that, around that era. And I wasn't there, but I remember hearing that recording, and somehow I remember it being good. Maybe they do a song they've never done before. But there was one show during that era where Boogie Boy called out to kill all the normal people. He said, "We're going to kill all the normal people." And that's the first and only time I've ever heard him say that. And it's on one of those bootlegs on Boogie Boy's Basement. And I think it's from right around the time they were peaking, like 80, 79, 80, 81, something like that. Yeah, we're going to kill all the normal people. I was like, Boogie, wow. Hey, hello, Tim and Michael.
Todd had this to say, too.
Oh, wait a second.
What up, Dead Wax?
Saying hi to Dead Wax. Hold on. What did Todd say? How far back are you here? Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, well, cool.
That's awesome.
Right on, DJ Giz. I wish I was as skilled. Every time I've ever DJ'd, I've always just had somebody else there to play the records for me. I just want to pick the music and be there. I want to see people react to it, but I don't want to actually play it myself.
And if you can imagine, guys, like the two of us in a room, yeah, we both like to pick music. But hang on, do the next one.
Hey, I just want to say hi to Randy. Randy, what's up, brother? I'm getting ready to do a shot. Randy, you want to do one with me? I got to take a damn long walk.
I'm going to jump into this. So Ty was saying the bands he's seeing, Aquabats. Yep, saw them recently. Dweezil. Yeah, I saw that Dweezil was playing. Hopefully Fest in Columbus. Yeah, they're always good.
If
Really
he doesn't do Valley Girl, it's a damn shame.
Oh, dude, he's going to.
He's not going to do that damn song.
Dude, you got to. I mean, yeah, he's got to.
His sister better do it. Oh, caring for a sick cat. Deadwax, thanks for your service. Now that's when I say thanks for your service right there. Oh, come on, dude. Now, is it the big boy that you always show in the videos? I hope he's okay, dude. I hope maybe it's just a temporary sick, right? Deadwax, just tell me the good news. I love the kitty. I love the kitty, Deadwax. Take care of him. Thanks for your service, buddy.
And Adrian is going to Ska Reggae Punk Core Fest on 420. Wow.
Now,
I
speaking
think
of
I would love that. Man.
Speaking of Deadwax being a caretaker, I saw the firstborn.
And punk core, you know.
Deadwax, thank you for your firstborn. I always have to make sure he understands how much I appreciate that. Now, I'm going to do a shot. Sponge 80s band. No, I've heard of Sponge Tones, Adrian.
Yeah, Sponge had a little bit. That was okay.
Cheers, Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, no, honey. Deadwax, I'm not going to put that on the screen, but
oh, I don't know that was.
Send in love, Deadwax. I know he's an old cat, I think. You told me he's pretty old. You gave him oh, man. If that's true, dude, you service. You're going to heaven, Deadwax, I tell you.
And yes, I agree. Heckfar, maybe we need to start a page or whatever, because a lot of us don't even know where we're staying yet. And it's ticking. It's time to figure that out.
Y'all get you that Airbnb party house.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a place that I can stay for free if need be, but she's like not the kind that would go to the shows. So, but anyways, moving on.
I just want to send some good energy. I want to send some good cat energy to Deadwax. Here we go. There we go. One more time. Deadwax. Take it. Take that energy. Take it, boy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always hard, but you know what? Just love that kitty like crazy, like I know you do. So no matter what, it's what's meant to be.
Deadwax, be easy on Adrian. Buddy. Hey, Deadwax, I'm around. If you ever want to talk, dude, I tell you what, those times in my life have been, some people think I'm totally insane, but pets compared to humans dying, totally different scene, dude. Like totally different scene.
And even though we're not exactly on the same page there, but yeah, like
never on the same page, ever.
Oh my gosh, yes,
never on the same.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of being on the same page, I remembered that I still have a few of these, and some of the sizes are getting pretty low. These wonderful Super Chat Charlie shirts. And according to Mr. Bizarro, they fit nicely. But his eyes and his toilet glows in the dark. Look, it looks just like him, doesn't it? This is before Charlie was wearing the bling.
Yeah, I was going to say, before he's blinged out. He wasn't making any money back when,
It's such a good screen print. Like, it's not like one of those iron-ons or like one of those digital prints. It's a real screen print, half toned out. Anyway, yeah. So mentioned that because I'm rearranging my office, as you know, Tim, my shipping receiving office, and I came across that box and I was like, oh man, Spit 6 here, buddy. Hold on a second, Spit 6. Go to this link here, man. Post a link here that says channel merch. I think they're $20-25, something like that, plus shipping. There you go. Channel merch Spit 66. I like saying that name. Spit 66. Spit 66. Pardon me. And yeah, go there and find the shirt.
I think we missed this announcement. That's cool.
Glasgow, where my favorite band of 2023 resides. Do you know who that is? Slime City, everybody. I love that band. Have you ever seen Slime City in Glee? I think they're playing some shows right now in England, Glasgow.
And like, I didn't expect to like them, but yeah, I do too.
No, thank you, Spit 66. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having a little rock and roll avatar of an album I just sold today. It's so funny. I just listened to that album yesterday. And thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Slime City are pretty damn good. Oh, I love them, dude. I want to see them live so badly.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dream is to have them for devotional at least by next year.
I was surprised. Yeah, I do like them too. And then here we go. Just want to put it out. Vince is telling Heckfire and myself and anybody else going to punk rock bowling. Let's make sure that we
Yeah, punk rock bowling is at the end of May in Vegas. It's a big festival. Devo's playing there and a bunch of other people.
24th to 27th, I believe it was. Correct?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know the exact. I don't know the date exactly, off the top of my head. I just don't
can
know.
look up this question, but yeah, and I will be there the day before and the day. I leave. Let's see. Yeah, I leave the day after. So.
Dude. Oh, so the day after the last festival date?
Yeah, so I think I leave on the 28th.
Because I'll probably leave before the fest is over. But right. I wanted
everybody. Roxy's hanging out with us. She's gonna stay with me. Like she wants to see like Madness. Like, come on, Madness is on the last day. So yeah.
So I just wanted to mention I finally saved up some money to buy non-reflective lenses in my glasses.
He was picking the party out, y'all.
There's a lot less weirdness because when you look at somebody and all you see is reflections in their glasses, it looks just really, you can't see their soul. Their soul is hidden. It's really unsettling. We still
don't see it. We still don't see yours. Oh, that's right.
I sold it. I mean, it's a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech. Nobody's actually looking at my soul. Unless they're the one I sold it to and it's on their wall or something. Oh, here we go.
I missed that, Adrian, that you're seeing them tonight. Yes, I have. And I have one of their CDs, and yeah, some of it I liked. I don't remember what it was, though. So
Murder Junkies in 88, the exit in Chicago. We had to run like hell when he started to throw shit. Did you leave? You should have stayed. Well, yeah, he does that. But that's interesting that you saw him. I probably only saw him like maybe it was that same year, but I think it was maybe a couple of years before that. Probably 86. But there was a record called Carolina in My Ass.
When I first heard you, like when you told me about, like, I was horrified. I'm like, oh my God. But now that I kind of get the big picture, it's like, yeah, I would have loved to have seen it, but I sure would not have been up close.
Tim would never have gone to see that show in that time. I convinced my friend Larry McFall to go, and he didn't want to go. And I convinced him, look, just go. You're gonna. And then he thanks me all the time for making him go because it's one of the stories he gets to tell his normie friends.
Hey,
and weirds them out. Like they can't believe he saw GG. Hey, Richard James, you were at the show, the great show. Only got to that. Well, you were probably standing in the right place then, because now here I was up front.
You got kicked twice.
I was up front for the circle jerks here, but here it was a lot of young people in that area of the audience. And these days, when I go to pits or whatever crowded little dancey sections of crowds like that, they're very polite. And I didn't have anybody jumping over me because I was like, maybe there was one person in front of me and that was me, the barriers in front of them. And then behind us was all the mayhem. And there wasn't a whole lot of stage diving because of the security situation, but there was crowd surfing. And nothing hit me because maybe I'm too tall. I don't know. Maybe people were protecting me. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on behind me, but that show was so good, man. I really got off on watching Greg play guitar right in front of me. He's seeing those riffs, but then the Descendants, it was a sing along for me. The whole set I was singing at the top of my lungs to the dismay of everybody around me.
And we have to send some vibes to Adrian because it seems that she's pooping pink, man.
Hey, man, that's by design. You eat enough of those pink snowball treats.
And she also says this.
Well, I mean, most people, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not enjoyable.
Oh, like
it's not like you're saying, oh, I'm glad I never smelled that beautiful flower. No, it's nothing like that. That place. Now, listen, this is the kicker, though. My band had to go right back to that little building to rehearse for the next year. And I swore for 3 months it smelled like it smelled like human feces and vomit and probably smelled like a little semen. It smelled like every human excrement you could think of for a long time. And it was just a cement floor and cement walls. And as much as we tried to clean it, man, it would not go away.
And Wasaga George is in the house. What's up?
But guess what? We still rehearsed in that room, no matter if it smelled like Gigi's poop or not, because we were dedicated to rock and roll.
And sometimes the music was kind of like poop. So,
Wasaga George, on purpose.
I know.
It was on purpose poop. Now, speaking of poop music, Sockeye. A lot of you people may know Sockeye. They're kind of a cult sensation since the certainly early 90s, but maybe in late 80s. Sockeye from Ohio. They released an album in 1994, I believe it was. It's called Retards Hiss Past My Window. It was a classic punk rock anthem album. And it's being reissued very soon. And yours truly got to write the liner notes for it. And I got to see a sample of the thing that's coming in the record. And I'm so honored because Sockeye made a huge impression on me and my friends, and we befriended them and were in bands with them. And we even convinced some of them to move down here to North Carolina for a while from Ohio. So we have a strong tie with Sockeye. I'm very honored to be a part of a Sockeye release. But it doesn't seem like from the chat there's a lot of Sockeye fans here. But if you find Sockeye fans, they love meeting other Sockeye fans because they are few and far between. Not a positive, but random. I'm just going to watch this Shasta commercial featuring young Al Jorgensen. Well, he must have went to theater school or something. Shasta. I always told my friends when I was in junior high school that if I ever had a daughter, I would want to name her Shasta. Hi, Pilmer. I'm tired. Fuck, but I want to say hi. Oh, Joanne, you're so old. I love you. Joanne, I think I'm maybe going to see you somewhere soon, Nashville or something. Let me know. But yeah, thank you for that. That means a lot, Joanne. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm old and can't think straight, I appreciate your comment. Hey, Dan Ductor. LA, you're in LA, right, Dan? Sockeye. Okay, you know Sockeye, Todd. Be on the lookout for the reissue of Retards Hiss Past My Window. And I can't remember what the label's called. It's a really funny name for a label. Something like End of Life or something like that. Expired Life Records or something. I don't know. Miss You is not missing. She's in jail and she needs bail. She's waiting for Deadwax to pay her bail, but he's been falling down on the job. He's busy taking care of his cats and stuff. Tim's muted, but it looks funny when he's just talking to silence.
Well, I didn't mute myself that time. Anyways, Todd was asking, like we were talking about different projects that you were involved with throughout your yes, and he's been checking out a lot of it, Bandcamp, and I forget what the other one is, and I told him like there's a bunch of things that you were involved with that aren't even listed there, so I thought maybe what's that?
Yeah, Discogs. You'll find some of them in Discogs, but it's a lot of underground stuff. It's
Well, there was 2 from Pine House, correct?
A lot of things happened in Pine House.
No, but like 2 that were released back then.
More than 2. There's a lot, man. There's
because I got those.
I used to live in this house. Tim's talking about a house called Pine. We called Pine House because it was a house in the middle of an apartment complex called Pine Knoll Apartments. And what we figured was the house used to be the model apartment and the offices, but then at some point they just decided to start renting it out. So a bunch of young college kids in 1988 started renting that place out, and we used it as a party house until 1996. And it was the most insane collective of weirdo, geeky, creative people. So there was a lot of bands and screen printing and all kinds of stuff that came out of that house. We had our own Xerox machine. We had tape duplicators and record bins, like in the stores where you see record bins. We had record bins full of records. It was just such a cool, creative place to live. That's where a lot of music came from. A lot of real noisy, irritating stuff that I was into, and then like rock and roll bands. Well, that wasn't a band I was in, but I just did the.
Oh, right. You did the artwork, and it was recorded and released when you were still in Pine House.
I think it was recorded at Pine House, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
By Ian, maybe. But the drummer of that band, Stewface, is now in Red Fang.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how we got to talk about all my personal musical projects, but that's interesting, Todd, that you're looking into that stuff because you're going to go down a rabbit hole and you may never escape. I want you to pay attention to every lyric, every band I've ever been in, and you will be brain damaged at the end of it all.
And Mike, which one do I hate?
Oh, well, the ones you know about. I mean, you would hate a lot of them, but the one you hate that you know about is Crapper Keeper.
Yeah,
and that's the one I'm looking into putting on vinyl soon.
Right, and man, like all his other stuff, like I've seen, like when they play live, I saw, I think, most of them, but like that one, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. Like I didn't want to be there at all. It's like I just wanted to get the hell out of there.
Pine House. It's Haus. Pine House. Pine House is in Raleigh, North Carolina, on Avant Ferry Road. Mm-hmm. Avant, Avent, Ferry. Like ferry, like Vinyl Richie. I mean, like a boat, like steamboat music. It's a Vinyl Richie joke. Me and Vinyl Richie have a joke about steamboat music, and so don't worry about it. You know what? I cut my nose shaving. You ever cut your nose shaving? I was shaving like this, and I slipped. Hit the edge of my nose, and I just happened to cut it right where a dog bit me when I was a toddler. A dog bit my face right here, and it took a chunk of my nose out. And that's where I cut myself. It was right in that little scar tissue when I was a toddler. Yeah, that dog fucked me up. But I was never mad at the dog. It was a beautiful white dog. Bit me in the face.
Here we go. 404's got questions.
I mean, Jerry's pretty geeky. Yeah, he'd like Doctor Who. I'm sure they all appreciate it because they're from that era. I'm not sure any of them are like huge Doctor Who fans, like, obsesso Doctor Who fans, but they're all geeky.
Like Nesmed. Because man, is he
they grew up in that geeky era. They appreciated Star Trek and stuff, but they weren't really like, they're not like Doctor Who aficionados or anything, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Teenage Soul International. I got to figure out who the hell you are.
I was going to say, and I hope you don't have any pictures.
Man, there are a few pictures, and boy, oh boy. I remember back in the day, a few of them made it to Facebook, and I had to get those things taken down.
and I went through his stuff to make sure that there were none of me. Because
there's some of you. I can go get them right now.
Oh, yeah, no.
We drew all over you.
No, that wasn't Pine House.
Well, I got some of Pine House. Tim would come to Pine House, and he would be in the military, and he'd bring all his military buddies.
No, not the first years, not the first one.
Well, whenever during the first years, he would come and he would drink too much and pass out. And of course, the rule at our house and many other party houses were that if you pass out, you're going to wake up with Sharpie artwork on you.
And I have to correct him. That never happened at Pine House, but it did happen at mine house in Chardon, Ohio. And I
happened at both places. It happened at both places, and I have proof photographically. But the point is that Tim had these military tattoos, like the Marines tattoos. Like he had a skeleton right here. It was like a skull. Maybe it had a knife in its face or something. But I drew this whole body on it. This whole body, a ridiculous body. And then he had another thing over here that we added to. Okay, that thing used to have a ridiculous body.
You can't even see it now. It's all freaking faded like crazy.
It's like a damn dark brown biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we drew all over, and then I drew a ship.
Yeah, that was the best part. That was the best.
It was a full chest pirate ship.
And that was
we didn't draw on your face though, so
no. Yes, you did.
We weren't. No, we didn't. I have pictures.
That was yourself and Mark.
I can prove we didn't draw on your face because I have the pictures and I know where they are right now.
I do too. When Mark passed, Jane gave all that stuff to me.
Yeah, so you didn't have any writing on your face. No writing on your face. I can go show you if you want me to. I can show you. I have the pictures. But I know exactly where the pictures are.
So Teenage
I can back up all my stories with pictures and videos.
I want to know who you are because that was great times, man.
Really? I never heard the shoes rule, Carlin. It was always like, oh, that guy's passed out and we're still drinking. That guy deserves to be drawn on. Well, we're always looking for blank canvas anyway, so it was just a given. Now, it was harder to draw on our black friends. We had to think outside the box because if our friends were very dark skinned, the black Sharpie would not work. So, and to use paint pen on somebody is just bad move because it doesn't dry immediately, and they might roll over and get it all over the couch and all over. So they didn't really make white Sharpies, and that made it difficult.
There, look what Cammy says.
Oh, you do tattoos, huh? Well, Tim's going to want to get you to tattoo him next time you see him.
And she's got a Devo tattoo.
So I used to keep a Devo tattoo gallery updated regularly on Devo Obsesso, but over the years I just cannot keep up anymore because the amount of tattoos I get sent to me is crazy these days.
But I mean, amazing though. Like some like just amazing tattoos.
Well, I mean, some of them are. I mean, a lot of them are just the same old thing. You know, a red dome, a red dome, a red dome, a red dome. You know, the Boogie Boy face. But every now and then, somebody will send. Not that those tattoos are any less cool. But there's just a lot of those I get. And then somebody will send me something so weird. Like somebody will send me something like the Pope with a dome, or like some weird concoction of Devo imagery and something else that they love. And those are the most interesting to me. It's like, whoa, I've never seen Pee Wee Herman and a dome and whatever. But if you go to devo-obsesso.com, in fact, let me just find the link because I haven't updated the site in many years.
I was just going to ask you, when's the last time you uploaded anything?
Well, it's always devotional news every year.
Yeah,
I do, but I don't add collectibles anymore because it just takes too long. And
everyone, like if anybody's interested, don't forget to check out ithrewup.com as well. And that's still active. He hasn't added to it for a very long time, but
after social media started, it just didn't make any sense anymore. Okay, so here we go. Chosen Mutations is what I called it on the page, and I think there's over 300 tattoos here on this page, but I'm going to put it here. Okay, Devo Tats. Look at this, people. It's an old HTML website. It's one of the first websites I ever did when I learned how to do websites in the early 2000s. And it was just an excuse for me to put my Devo collectibles online. But then it expanded into featuring fan tattoos. So check this page out when you get a chance. You'll go to a gallery page with just tons of little tiny thumbnail images, little squares, and you click those. If you start on the top left of that whole page of thumbnails, and then click that one, and then just hit the next button on all when you get to the actual page of the tattoo. Just hit next, and you'll go through them all if all the links are still working. I think they are. But you'll see. You can just look at the page of thumbnail images, and mostly what you'll see is energy domes, of course, because that's Devo's most trademarked and iconic image. But there's like one that I'm looking at right now where a girl we met her at the, was it Powell bookstore in Portland? Is that what it's called? There's a really famous bookstore in Portland, Oregon. And Mark was doing an art show or something there. And this girl comes in and asks Mark to draw something specific on her arm. And he was like, okay, what? She was like, well, I just kicked heroin and Devo helped me kick it. Like listening to Devo helped me get through all the withdrawals. And so I want you to draw a heroin needle and write Devo in the middle of it. So that's what she has on her arm is a big needle with Devo because she replaced heroin with Devo. Those are the kind of tattoo stories I'm like, whoa, like that's like, that's not just like, I'll whip it. That's cool. Let me get the dome. That was like, I listened to Devo for weeks getting over heroin, and now I want a big needle on my arm with Devo in it. It's just nuts, man. But I also appreciate like the prison style Devo tattoos, like the handmade. I saw one. This guy had one on his inner lip, like folded his lip out, and it said Devo on his lip in the little dancing letters. But really crude, But can you imagine your inner lip getting tattooed? Oh.
Do you remember Paul Nacy was trying to like give himself a tattoo, and I forget how he did it, but like he was doing it when we were in grade school.
Would a dome stabbing the Warner Brothers shield be acceptable? No, Devo's not. No, I don't think that's the vibe. That's more Pantera.
I'm not sure.
Pantera would just beat that logo with its fist because it's a man. Yeah, well, Pantera would probably cuddle up to the Warner Bros. Logo if it was a cute guy and go to bed with it. But in the video, it would beat it to a pulp with its fist.
With a glove.
I don't know why that would be. Alex Brunel would know. If you want to contact Alex Brunel on the Facebook or the Instagram, I'm sure he's there. I don't know. But Alex Brunel, Brunelle, runs Boogie Boys Basement. I don't know why it would be down. Maybe they're redesigning it, possibly. Is there any kind of thing that says is it just a 404 era?
And he would normally say if he was doing that.
Oh my God, Record Hound's laughing his ass off. Why is your ass gone now?
I think about the previous conversation.
Oh boy, if I could only remember that. But anyway, there's the tats. It's a shame I can't keep up with it, but I just can't. Like these days, if I'm doing something, it typically has to be helping me pay the bills. And adding tattoos to that site is tedious, and at this point, it does not make sense. But look at all those, man. I did it for many years.
And there's crazy amazing tattoos. It's just blows my mind. Some of them.
That's what I thought. 404. I knew there was a reason. Chosen Mutations, everybody. I remember when I finally came up with a name for that tattoo gallery, because I always had to make it Devo-esque. I had to make the language Devo, right? So I couldn't just say Devo Tattoos Gallery, right? So Chosen Mutations seemed to fit very well.
Agreed.
Dude, that would be one of the first, if not the first, Dan. I think you should go that way.
And we're going to have to let Michael know if you do it, because that's awesome.
You know that scene in the video where he's talking to his daughter? Maybe she's telling him she needs that money, but he's got that collar on and the big gold chain, and I think he's holding or maybe he's got the video that says Devo on it. There's got to be a screenshot from a video, one of those Devo skits that Rod Reuter would be perfect. Hi, Cricket. Yeah, now, Cricket very rarely makes a video appearance these days.
No, but she does offer butthole appearances.
There's Crickers. Hi, buddy. This is my girl. Hi, Cricket Bear.
Yeah, Cricket's. I don't know why, but she's a little shy.
Hi, look at Cricket. Cricket is my old lady. She was the first one when I adopted her and her sister. She was the first one to get out of their carry cage and walk around the house and explore.
Cricket.
So she could protect her sister.
Cricket.
I know, buddy. Yeah, Cricket's looking for attention. Look at her tail. Look at her tail go. Cricket, look at that tail go. Woo! Come here. Oh, she loves the elbow.
Knocks everything off the table.
She loves the elbow. Now, see, if my elbow wasn't available, Tim, if my elbow wasn't available, she's going to rub on the screen and turn it off. No. Rub on my elbow, not the screen. Oh, boy. She really wants to rub on that screen. If I disappear for a moment, it's just because Cricket turned off my computer.
Well, I was saying, let her rub your bracelets, because that's her other thing.
Yeah. She's not. Cricket. If you can see her tail right now, it's waving really hard across the table, and it's trying to knock whatever's on the table off.
And she's a pro at that, everybody. I had never seen this.
Listen. It's happening. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Baby.
And that's usually Cricket, because Meowser's...
It's Cricket reacting to Mr. Martin. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, Cricket. There's no reason to hiss.
It's crazy times. Crazy times.
Listen. Cricket. You hear it? Cricket.
No, she's getting ready to go.
Cricket.
And she does, and then everybody's gonna he'll have to separate them.
Well, they're separated. She's on top of the table and he's way below, and he's just like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
Oh, he's always that way, but she sounds like she's getting ready to go.
Nah, that's good. She's a lot more relaxed than she usually is. Hey, buddy.
All right.
It's okay, Martin.
Yeah, she's normally everything bothers her.
Cricket, stop! You guys, Marty, stop it, okay?
Meowser's just like, can't we be friends? What war song? Why can't we be friends? Yeah, come on.
Good boy, honey. Look at Marty.
Oh, the martyrs.
Oh, Marty. It's a good boy, honey. You're a good boy. Now, Marty held back then. Cricket was aggro, and Marty almost chased her, but I grabbed him. I grabbed him, and then but he doesn't fight after I grab him. He knows, okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to chase her. But yeah, she's bent, man. It's okay, Martin. Don't go chase her, okay?
Adrian,
look at Marty. Look at Marty.
Whoa. Hey now, Todd.
Oh, Todd. Hi. Thank you. Okay. Okay. We're going to try to do this. It's going to freak the cat.
But I want to see the dance with it now.
Oh my God. Here we go. Hold on.
And
Okay,
you guys, if the dance
doesn't-
isn't good enough, he has to redo it. So you just gotta let us know.
Tim's trying to make rules. Now, I want to tell you, for people who haven't been here yet, when a super chat donation happens like that in the side chat, it activates what's called the crochet clown disco. And if you see back here in the corner, there's a almost life-size crochet clown, and he loves a damn disco. So, pardon me. When this kind donation happens, the disco gets activated, and also my friend Super Chat Charlie here, he tends to do a little dance. His toilet lights up, his eyes steal your soul, and the whole process is over. But during all this, I like to sing a little disco song, just a little part, a little hint of a disco song, and I've got to think of one because I don't have one in mind, but I think I'm going for certainly.
You know,
One of my
I was
favorite
made for
disco
love
bands,
you.
if not my favorite band, is when Tim does it on his channel. He's going to do "I Was Made for Loving You," but I am going to do a Village People song, and I'm just going to say the title, and nobody's going to know it, but it's okay. It's a deep cut. And I'm just going to say the title over and over again because it's great when the chorus happens and they sing it over and over. And here we go. Thank you, Todd, for that kind donation. And I'm going to do a little Fire Island by Village People. And here we go. Fire Island. Fire Island. Look at that disco go. Fire Island. And then Charlie comes in. Uh-oh. And his eyes steal your soul, and then that toilet lights up. Look at that toilet. 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 That's the first light up
Remember, like,
toilet that's
look
ever
at that
happened.
body. It's like replace it. Look at that toilet, and check that down.
Thank you, Todd. And I'm sorry that Tim took your donation off the screen before he was supposed to, but thank you, Todd, so much for that. It's very much appreciated. And the clown loves a good disco. Fire Island. You might want to Google Fire Island by Village People. It's a hot song. Hot. Oh, Disco Inferno is one of my favorites, Amina. All right, next week it's going to be Disco Inferno. I love that song. It's probably it's got to be up there as my top favorite disco songs. Crochet Clown is greater than Macho Man because he's Macho Crochet Clown. A man is merely a man.
And you can't forget Chic, in the disco world.
I'm getting ready to grade that album for sale soon. I love that record.
Which one?
That was probably one of the first disco songs I heard. It wasn't one of the first disco songs I heard. It was one of the first disco songs that my friends were into that I heard. Le Freak.
And guess what? I know which friend introduced it to you because it was me, and it was.
No, I didn't discover that until I was in North Carolina.
Mike, we have it on one of our recordings.
Chic Le Freak?
Yeah. And it was a Burger King record. It was an EP that Burger King gave with one of their whatever the Happy Meals were. So yeah, and I still have it. Yes.
Taylor is so wild, dude. Look at this guy.
And everybody, like, if you understood, like, his girls are so tense and they always have been and never had a reason.
Like Tim's ass.
Like, I don't even know, but like, come on.
Because you're always asleep when it happens.
They're spoiled so much that like they no issue, but they're so uptight. And when Marty, like, he comes in, he does something, and both his girls will be like, like, just
Tim, how do you know? You haven't been here in a year or two. How do you know what they do?
Dude, I've not been there in a minute. But
Tim,
yes.
I think you're imagining what they do, but that's cool.
Okay,
you can fantasize. Right. You can fantasize about my cat drama.
That's not what they were doing before. So they were different cats then. I think.
Look, man, they know the camera's on. They're acting out. Oh, a number one song in heaven. That is kind of a disco song, for sure. It's got that Giorgio Moroder kind of vibe to it. Oh, Casey and the Sunshine Band is.
Hell yeah!
That was one of the first. Them and Village People. were the first bands of disco that I really loved and owned on vinyl.
And Amina knows
Wait a
where it's
second.
at.
I don't know Bumblebee Unlimited, Breakfast King. I'm unaware of Bumblebee.
I just sold. I bought that record at a thrift store. I paid 50 cents, and I sold it for $99.99.
What?
Yeah, that was a big deal, and it
Bumblebee
was cool.
Unlimited?
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard of that stuff.
I hadn't either. And the funny thing is, it had the hype sticker and a price tag 99 cents on the cover. You know, in the bright orange or whatever.
Yeah.
It was awesome, and people were like fighting over it. And one guy's like, "No, like I'm gonna get it right." It's like whatever, but yeah.
Wait, you mean like these?
No, it was neon.
But who else is going to be able to go get?
Yeah, I know.
Sale
Yeah.
price bright orange. I just happen to have these sale price bright orange 99-cent stickers laying around. Duh.
Yeah,
because
because
my life.
Mike and I do save those kind of crazy things, and
Me more than him.
I love it. No. What I'll say is he's better at
Keeping track of my shit.
storing them. Storing them. Like he has a general idea where everything is, and I do not. I've moved so many damn times.
Here's the thing. I store stuff much less than I display it. Because I think if it's mostly in storage, it's a waste. Unless you're storing multiples of things, right?
True.
I always thought that all the stuff that I thought was cool should be displayed so that not only I could see it when I walk around the house, so that I could show other people, right? So that was been the plan. Oh, dig this, guys. I got some news today that's pretty cool. I've been wanting to do a video on a certain record store, a very famous record store in New York City. It was there for decades, and it was called Sounds. How many people in the chat are familiar with Sounds record store in New York City? It was in the East Village. It was in Greenwich Village. It was on the main street there. What I can't remember. What the hell was it? 3rd Street or 2nd or 1st, whatever, somewhere around there in the East Village. Sounds. You had to go upstairs to get to it. Does anybody know Sounds record store? It's been there since the, I think, 60s, and then it finally closed maybe 5 or maybe even 10 years ago. But sounds unfamiliar, says Adrian. But anyway, Sounds was a, hold on. I'll show you something. Hold on.
Where was it again?
Oh, shit.
Mike, where was Sounds?
Oh, here, right here.
Where was Sounds located?
In Manhattan, in Greenwich Village. Look, there it is. Sounds, St. Mark's. It was on St. Mark's Place. And for years, for most of the time that I've bought records at thrift stores and flea markets and stuff, I've found a lot of Sounds price tags on used vinyl, and it always has the Sounds logo on it. So I think for me, even though I didn't shop there a lot, I wasn't like a New York record shopper. I did go there when what?
Is that it? Head Sounds?
No, it's Head Sounds. No. It's just called Sounds. And I'm sure there's another record store on the earth that's called Sounds, but this was the very famous one. So this one was around for a long time. And one of the stories I'll tell you is that I talked to the owner before he passed away. And he was telling me that Blondie and members of Devo and the Dead Boys and all those early punk new wave bands would come to Sounds to bring their first 7-inch records and sell them on consignment. And they would sell maybe 1 a week, 2 a week, and they'd come back the next week and pick up their money and then leave some more 7 inches. And so the guy remembered all that stuff happening. But I'm going to do a video on this record store. I'm going to talk to the very last employee that worked there, because when this record store closed and this owner passed away, they gave me, I think, all of the store signage that was in the store. And the store signage was all hand-painted signs, some of them quite large, that had been in the store for decade after decade after decade. It was just about how to return the records, how to care for records, all bags must be left at counter, all that kind of stuff. I have all those hand-painted signs, and I have some bags, and I have some price stickers and all kinds of cool things from Sounds. But Sounds has a great history. So after I investigate the history of this store a little bit and then talk to my friend James on camera, I'm going to edit it together into some kind of video. Yeah, man, lots to tell about that place. So I just want to know if anybody's familiar, because anybody used to go to New York in the 80s, especially in the early 90s, knows Sounds. I mean, Everybody went there.
Well, and yeah, and he has all those signs, and like they are cool as hell. And I don't know. I tried looking it up, but if you go online, Wayback Machine, you can look at older things. So
I've tried to use that. I just tried to use that the other day to look at some old Devo sites, and I can't figure out how to really dial it in.
Okay, because I used to use that quite a bit, so I could probably help you there. But I haven't looked. I haven't tried to look up sounds that way.
I was just trying to see what Club Devo looked like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and try to but I couldn't quite figure out how to get to the content I needed, right? Because
Bill K is entering the house.
Oh, dude, Bill K, how are you? You finally got back here. Hey, thanks, man. I hope you're doing well. I haven't been rooting around YouTube very much either on other people's channels and stuff because I can barely have time to keep mine going. But it's good to see you, man. I like the fact that this YouTube thing has led to me meeting people virtually that stay in touch. It's like it's a beautiful thing. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Bill. Long time. You're still in North Kakalaka, right? Aren't you in North Carolina? I think you are. Yeah, man. I haven't been. I think Bill's in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Let me let him confirm in the side chat.
And I'm sure he will.
But yeah, I haven't. I was just telling my friend Tim here the other day that I used to go thrift shopping. Oh, Northern California. I knew it was NC somehow. I haven't been record shopping in Northern California. Oh, man, for a long time. I used to love going in and around that San Francisco area to record shop back in the day. There was a lot of cool record stores on Haight Street, but then kind of off the sides of Haight Street.
And how much were they back then?
What?
How like at a thrift store? Because remember, I went.
I don't remember.
I was checking, and
it seems like they've always been like $1 or
okay.
It's always been kind of a
Hollywood. They're $5, and
nowadays, yeah. But I mean, I don't think they've ever been like typically a dime or a quarter. That's. I mean, that happens, but that's written. It's usually. I think it's always been $1.50. Well, I mean, look, think about it. Back before. I mean, I don't think records were always widely available in thrift stores. I think it was after a certain era, certainly after CDs came to fruition, everybody was just unloading.
No, dude, I was thrifting way back then.
Yeah, but it wasn't as. I mean, people weren't purging records as much. Like they didn't. They didn't have
because they were still making them. When they quit making them, yeah, like you said, when the CDs came, like people thought, oh, I got to rebuy my collection on CD, and that's it. And they would just
my thrift store. Yeah, those aren't real thrift stores. Because how thrifty is that?
yeah. Because I mean, yeah.
But I got to say, every now and then I do pay $4 or $5 for a record and then sell it for several hundred. So it makes sense if you know what you're doing.
I mean, but it's rare, guys. Like it's so rare.
It's just that when you get used to paying 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 for everything, and then reselling it, and then you have to pay $5. It's like, whoa, that cost is 5 times more.
Online,
at the end of the day,
there's so many they take so much from it on each stage. So it's like they basically take at least 40%. And, so it's not worth it. And it's getting worse. But what are you going to do?
It gets worse. That's a great MSI song. Does anybody here know MSI, Mindless Self-Indulgence? They have a song on their very last album called It Gets Worse. And it's just the best. The lyrics, the whole...
And I mean, I love MSI, and this guy is the one that actually introduced me to them. Mm-hmm. And golly, I went nuts over it. And there were some local issues, not local, but issues that was tarnishing their brand. But
what did you use the mannequin for? You just got what? What did you use the mannequin for? Oh, I didn't buy a mannequin. I think you were talking about my Facebook.
Yeah.
Bill, I think you're talking about the photo I took of a mannequin at a flea market, but I did not buy that mannequin. Now, I do have a couple of mannequins.
And he should have, but he didn't.
I have a young boy mannequin somewhere, and I have a torso of a woman, a mannequin. And I just dug those out of my attic about 2 weeks ago. I have to clean them off. They've got some patina on them. But I'm going to break out my mannequin at some point.
Dust.
I've never had a full mannequin, though, standing. The Left Rights, that's another band of Jimmy Urine from MSI. I have that CD, but I haven't listened to it a whole lot. I thought you got it.
Oh,
No. I don't. It wasn't in great shape. If I was going to get a mannequin, I'd want a standing mannequin.
Right.
That
That's
I
what
could
I was
put
saying.
Devo costumes on and stuff. But also, it takes up so much room, and they're expensive too. You don't usually find mannequins.
We've talked about them, but like, man, if a vintage could find a vintage one where they would paint the eyes, like I don't know if you guys remember when they weren't the glass eyes, they were like amazing. Yeah, it's like something in that era would be amazing because I think great original uniforms of Devo like that. From the
you don't say, Tim. You don't say.
Dude.
I think it's surprising to everybody. Hey, now mannequin party, that brings, I think a lot of people consider their parties to be parties, but they're actually mannequin parties, but they're just sitting. Like they're sitting mannequins. Most people's parties mean we're going to sit and eat and watch something. Those are mannequins sitting down and not moving. You can put mannequins in the same position and you would never be able to tell the difference between the real people and the mannequins. But wait, they don't make heavy set mannequins, do they? God damn it.
Why
I don't know, because it needs to represent America.
Yeah, because I think the majority of America is there.
Oh, 404. Appreciate you, man.
Take care, man.
Sending good vibes to you, brother. Like a sewing mannequin. What is a sewing mannequin?
I don't know. I do remember the movie Mannequin. That was a freaking great movie. Loved it. And
I know nothing about movies, but I'm going to get another beer.
All right.
Hey, does anybody want to do noise? Does anybody want to do noise? Now, I had somebody I was talking on the phone to earlier today, and they said, can we do noise tonight? I was like, yeah, if you want to do noise. They haven't showed up.
I just want to let you know that Groovy Lisa said she needs a plus size one with a beer belly.
Okay, done.
See, yeah, it's how he rolls, and next week he'll be plus size with a beer belly.
.com. Pardon me.
Yeah, that was pretty something.
Now tonight, I thought Mr. Bizarro might be streaming tonight. I haven't seen him in here, so maybe he's not. I don't know if he might not be. I'm going to try after the stream. I'm going to try to take a walk. Now I heard a couple of you guys talking about doing noise this week.
Richard said it again as he usually does, and then
that doesn't mean anything.
Richard, the guy that always calls for it but doesn't do it.
I know that doesn't mean anything. Oh, now a sewing mannequin is used for making clothes. Oh, so you sew on the mannequin. Well, I guess.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, not that kind, because that's kind of just a torso with no. It's just a shape.
No face. You gotta
it's not like a thing that you can, So I've always fantasized about having. Well, I don't think fantasize is the right word, but I've always thought about how cool it would be because I have pretty high.
He's had wet dreams over some, mannequins.
Okay, but only a specific mannequin. Now
I know, and very I can't show those pictures.
I have very high ceilings here, like 15 feet tall. So I have a lot of room on the walls where I could build a little shelf and put a whole mannequin up there somewhere, fully clothed in Devo garb. And that's what I've always wanted to do, so that it's away from the cats and it's kind of like not taking up floor space, right? Just put it up on the wall, right? That's what I want to do.
Hey, Todd said something.
Oh, can you do that? I don't know if there's actually time to do it tonight because
there is.
We have to get Todd and then one more other person. We have to get at least 4 people on screen. So
I'm trying to remember. Anybody let me know if you recall. There were 2 people that were saying they were absolutely going to be in the noise, and you know what? I think it was.
There we go. There, I just put in the chat the link to join us on the screen. If anybody wants to really join us for noise, just click that link. You'll be taken backstage. I'll see you back there before you come up on screen, and I'll ask you to do this to let me know that it's cool for you to come up, and then I'll bring you up. I will not bring you on screen without you knowing beforehand. So if you want to join us for noise, the only prerequisites really are that you have to have your camera on. You don't have to be on camera, your face or whatever. You can just have your hands on camera, or you can just have your cat on camera when you do noise. But I just don't want an avatar on the screen. And I have to have 2 other people besides me and Tim to come up here and join us because I don't want 3, I want 4, I want an even screen. And here we go.
And I'll say this.
So Roxy was going to join us, but her computer is so LA. Her computer is being LA on her, which means
yeah, because I texted her a while ago and I did not hear back.
Hey, Grandpa, good to see you. Good to talk to you earlier.
Have you, hon?
I wanted to know it's a Roxy. Okay, well, maybe if Roxy can get her crap together by next week, we'll do it. Huh? I'm the OE granny's talking about noise. What? Grandpa's a little
.com.
Here's the thing. For you guys don't know, Roxy Dot is my friend from LA. That's Grandpa, and I am Granny in that relationship. And it's because of long story nicknames. She was Grandpa, and then I by default became Granny. So that's how we roll. And she works with me with Devo, and she did some stuff with Bang Tango. Bang Tango looks like they're back in action, Tim.
Yeah, well, in November. And yes, and Roxy and Michael, it's like, man, you want to see fire? Bam! Like they when they're on, they freaking are on. They do it all.
Get at me about Bang Tango if there's something going on there. Hello, Todd says I need to get a mic for my laptop and the 5 dimensions I need to run. Okay, cool. Todd, keep us posted. We'd love to have you on here to do some noise. And for those of you who don't know, typically, if 2 or 3 other people will join me on screen, I will have people on and we'll just do stream of consciousness noise. We'll just make sound. It doesn't even have to be noise. It can be anything. So that is fun sometimes, but we won't do it tonight, I guess. Now, I want to say that since I got those devotional shirts, I'll show them one more time. I will be able to do, hopefully, the announcement next week. I'm really hoping. Yeah, so there it is. September 20th and 21st, Beachland Ballroom, Clevo, Ohio.
And Mike, like I never asked them, but can you tell me where that design came from?
Yeah, it's from the Are You Experienced 7-inch, 12-inch. It's kind of a compilation of images from the 12-inch and the 7-inch.
Yeah.
I believe it's mostly the 12-inch, and I just kind of made the text very similar to what was on those 12 inches. So yeah.
And there was another album of the era that is that they shared some stuff from that too, and I'm trying to remember it. Argent was the later version, but so it was Jimi Hendrix, obviously, and there was another band, Argent. Remember the band Argent? What was the Zombies?
What does that have to do with Devo?
What's that?
What does that have to do with Devo?
The image was that was their original image.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I think Devo was just trying to be trippy hippie.
Yeah, I know they were. Yeah.
I don't think they were getting it from any kind of ardent thing or whatever. I don't think they were exactly influenced by that, but you have to show me what you're talking about because I have no idea. Yeah, trippy, like Are You Experienced? We had to pay tribute to that era this year, and we had never done graphics based on that, and that was always something that intrigued me because it was so unlike Devo's typical graphics. But I loved that their faces were in the paisley.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh boy, here's that thing again.
Stop your nonsense.
Keep that thing going in another room. Jeez, you got to have it right there next to you while we're damn streaming. Jesus Christ, dependency issues there, man. Get the dog in another room or somewhere.
I'm sorry. Hey Tracy, he's calling for Depends. Please bring one in for him.
They have to be camouflage,
of course.
So I want to be able to walk in the woods without people knowing I have a diaper on.
And he wants them to be used.
You bought the Are You Experienced 7-inch? What, just now? Or was that Amoeba? Did I sell that to you at Amoeba? Oh, Kamie's here, but we need one more person. If one more person can join us, we'll do noise for a minute. There's the link again. I just put in the chat. Just one more person. At Amoeba. Oh my God, I can't believe I got you to buy that at Amoeba. But that's what the shirt's based on, Groovy Lisa, is the art from that. Did you like it? Were you familiar with the Jimi Hendrix version of it? Lisa. Have you heard the Jimi Hendrix version of Are You Experienced? And if you really want to dig in, you should, if you're lucky, the Are You Experienced Devo video will be online. It's typically not because the Hendrix people take it down all the time, but they did a video of that song, and you should check it out.
Yep, that's cool.
No, it doesn't look like 2021. Look. Peter Graves. There's 4. It's a 4. And if they're going to make 2021 with a line in between the letters, then they're just tarded.
They're North Carolina tarded.
Maybe if I wrote it in them damn letters that sororities writing with the big balls on the end of the lines, maybe you'd understand what the hell it says. Those goddamn sorority letters. You know what I'm talking about.
And you know what? Groovy Lisa, Michael Pilmer has some vinyl that you might want to purchase.
I think Tim's got even more. Did you get rid of all of it?
Go, Mike.
All the Hendrix? Did you get rid of all the Hendrix, Tim?
No. Actually, I have a stack of that.
Okay,
like,
but you might have another version of this show because this show was bootlegged so many times. But there's a certain live Hendrix show, Groovy Lisa, that was recorded and bootlegged many times, and it's the worst thing you're ever going to hear. It's Jimi Hendrix attempting to play a show when he's got his friend Jim Morrison from the Doors as a guest, and Jim Morrison is the biggest douche. He's the biggest, drunkest, most out of control guy, and he's just yelling, and he's yelling all these obscenities, and Jimi Hendrix and his band are just trying to play. And that frat boy, Jim Morrison, is just going crazy, and it's the worst thing, and Tim hates it. It churns Tim's stomach every time he hears it. It's so hard to hear.
It was worth money, and I'm like, I want this shit out of my house. Like I could not stand even being.
He sent me a copy of it, and I had already sold a couple of copies of it on eBay. But I was like, I'm going to keep this one just so I can let people hear it.
But I had the rare one. It was it red version or whatever.
It's the only Doors I like. Is that one performance by Jim Morrison?
It's so bad, and I will never ever. Yeah, don't listen to it. It's
the greatest. Oh, there's nobody going to join us for noise. Well, we can at least have Kami up to talk, right? No, you don't want to talk.
Hey, Peter, come on, like somebody.
I mean, we've only got Kami's ready, but I don't think anybody. Jim Morrison is bad, but
we can get one more. Come on,
he seemed like a frat boy trust fund kid or something to me. He was too pretty to be a rebel.
Dude,
he can't be that pretty.
He was a straight A student, Boy Scouts, the whole 9 yards. Like what?
Boy Scouts? That's rich people shit.
Oh, come on, man.
Boy Scouts. Who's got time for that crap? All that dressing up. That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. Who didn't know Boy Scouts were gay? Come on, everybody knows Boy Scouts are gay.
You whore.
Don't be talking back about the Lizard King. Oh, I hate that whole vibe he gave off.
Yeah, I can't say that. There are some songs that I appreciate, but
he literally reminded me of frat boys I used to hate in college.
Did he hate frat boys? Holy crap!
All right, well, nobody's coming on to do noise. We only have 9 minutes.
One person. So we're
gonna have Kami on to just rap. With
shake
us
your keys, people. Come on.
Is that cool? Is that cool? Yeah. Thumbs up if it's cool, Kami. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna bring her on. Kami's a regular here at the channel.
She is.
Hi.
She is. Good to see
How
you, Kami.
How's
Am
it
I
going?
too loud?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear yourself?
If you can hear us too, right?
I can hear you, but like
I could turn you up, but you're loud enough. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
How are you?
I can turn him off if you want.
How are you?
He always turns me off.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what's the most memorable part of the stream tonight?
Wait, what she's saying is none.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, she's waiting and hoping.
I'm excited for your glare-free glasses.
Right?
Oh, isn't it nice? See, it drove me crazy having those other glasses because every time I take a picture with somebody, it was just all.
I still see a little glare. Like that's. I mean,
well, you're gonna have a little because there's a light right here.
Yeah,
but
it's not. It's nothing.
It's not like last time. Yeah. It's like
Tim doesn't understand glare-free glasses.
He
Right.
doesn't wear glass. Yeah. So, but I got non-glare, or I got the kind with no protection on it for the last year by accident.
You have the
So I was
blue
like,
light.
oh no.
Do you have the blue light thing?
No, nothing like that. I just have non-glare. That's all. That's the only special thing I have about my glasses. But last time I got them redone, I said, "Oh yeah, just give me the regular," which I thought meant what I had before. But they just gave me regular with like no, and I was like, "Oh, how much is it going to cost to get me to add that on?" They're like, "Well, it'll be a whole nother set of lenses." I was like, "I'll wait a year." So I waited a year, and now done.
And I have to say, and I still can't see easily, but my last pair of glasses were like I asked a woman like to help me choose, like I usually do, and they were blue lenses. I mean, not blue lenses, but blue frames, and they're great. And that's what he finally got. And yeah, it's I don't know why, but it works great. It looks good.
So you do wear glasses?
I do.
Only when somebody's not looking.
I at the moment
Let's
my
see
new
'em.
ones are missing.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that happens. That happens at the household of no
I
one.
would wear glasses, but I don't know why.
But he can't find them.
Yeah.
like
If
the
something
story.
goes, if something goes into a certain part of Tim's house, it's like Twilight. It's like Twilight Zone. It's like Antarctica. You might as well be in
Like,
Antarctica.
if it goes near my
What
son,
happens when you have kids,
it
right?
gets thrown away in a minute, and like yeah,
He has kids, but they're adults or adult.
they're adult.
How old?
Period.
What are we talking? How old?
Oh, 24.
Yeah.
Wow, very adult.
Yeah,
And still living with dad,
and not
Okay.
even close to adults.
like fetus, basically a fetus.
Not quite that bad. About like
A
Mike.
cheers to fetuses. A cheers to fetuses that still live with their dad.
Love penises.
23-year-old fetuses rule.
Wait. No, Mike said
I
penises.
don't know about that. That's kind of intense.
No, he said penises rule.
I know, but he said 23-year-old penises. Not so
Oh.
sure.
I said fetuses.
I
No,
thought
you said penises. We all heard you.
The fetuses might have penises, but it's just about the fetus.
Yeah.
No.
Penises. My bad.
That
No,
shot was
Believe me, it's his bad.
like Michael Jackson bad, though.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
bad.
So
My
we want to
bad.
see the dance, Mike. I want to
That's
see
my
the
bad. My bad.
No,
You
no,
know
back
it.
up.
That's my
Back up.
bad.
I want
Stop
to see
Weird
the
Al.
artwork. Come on.
That's really my bad. It's my bad.
Man, oh, man.
Or it's Cool J's bad. They're different bad.
He's badass.
I mean, Cool J's bad was different than Michael Jackson's bad, but they were both bad.
Yeah,
How
but
about Weird Al Yankovic? Fat.
He
That
is
was
the
a
baddest of
joke
all.
about bad. Now, Cool J and
I
Michael
can
Jackson
mute myself for a
really-
second.
Tim, is that your ass barking? Tell it to shut up. Tim's got an ass for a dog and a dog for an ass.
Oh, man, me too.
MJ makes it weirder, and we always like weirder, don't we, Peter?
Put them on the stream.
Gumboot soup. That's all I know. Pardon me. Kami, I'm so glad you came here to waste your time with us.
Rock and roll, baby.
Are you going to any of these Devo shows? I forgot.
No,
You're going to
because
devotional.
you're sold out.
Okay, so
You're going to
Cami,
devotional, right?
where are you?
I think so. Hook me up with some Chicago tickets.
Where do you live?
Oh, Michigan.
Oh, come on! Like you're
How
not
far is that
far
from?
from
How
me.
far is
I
that?
know, but Chicago should sold out.
How far of a drive from Chicago is that?
Ooh, like 6 or 7 hours, maybe.
Oh,
but I
Christ.
don't do it.
It's
That's
a little
it.
more than that.
Now, there's a chance I could get you a ticket to Chicago, but you'd have to email me. And if I do get you one, you have to come. You can't let me know. But I don't know if I can yet, but I can check into it possibly.
If you did, I would 1,000% be there.
Okay, well, email
Like,
me.
would two be
Tammy,
insane?
I'm
What?
going to tell you
Would
and
two
everybody.
be insane?
Wait a second. Say it again.
Would 2 tickets be like wild?
I don't know. I have to look into it, but I'll look into it if you email me. Now,
Hey, hold
Jimmy
on,
Image.
Mike, hang on a second.
Jimmy Image from Ohio. I have to relate to
Oh, I
Jimmy
know,
Image
I know,
from
Jimmy.
Ohio. Thank you, Jimmy, for watching, and we love you. Know me rules.
Oh, I was going to say, Cami, is like, and everybody watching, I don't know, like anybody that has not seen them or not seen them recently. Like, Devo, or is it Devo? Yeah, I don't know. But like it unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Tim can't believe
There's
he
no
saw it.
there's
I
no
saw them
end.
for the first time in Seattle, like in November. It was so
Oh.
freaking cool, for real.
See, like, because people think, oh, they're older. No,
Well,
like Mark cuts
No, I think
himself.
you're older.
So
I've loved them for a very long time, and I raised my son on them, and he's like 16. So I brought him to the show in Seattle. It was so cool.
Yeah, I wish I would have known you were going to be there. Did you tell me you were going to be there?
No, I didn't find you until after that. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna we'll see. So would it be your son you were bringing as the plus
I
one?
brought my son and I brought my husband, and it was really cool.
No,
But
he's
if you
asking. It's Chicago.
If you're going to Chicago, would you
No,
be?
I'd bring my husband probably.
I mean, because the son probably deserves it more, doesn't he? Because the son, he's got to learn the ropes of life. This husband's already learned.
Isn't a parent trip more fun though? Like,
Yeah, well, of course, I don't have kids on purpose, so I get it. But
well, it wasn't. It wasn't on purpose.
None that he claims.
Let's be
no, but
real.
if you email me for sure, if you email me, I'll look into it for sure. Yeah. I'm just
That
fucking with
rules.
you.
Thank
But,
you.
Oh no, wait.
Okay.
Now, Todd, I believe so. Yeah, if Devo's wearing their costumes, I got to be there. But there's no guest list for the Warhol thing. I know that for sure. Anyway,
And
so
everybody knows that tickets are $1,500.
Thanks for having me up, boys.
What?
Thanks for having me up.
Oh yeah, well, sorry we couldn't do noise. Maybe next Thursday, if you're down, maybe we can have Roxy or somebody, because lots of people
for being here. Come on.
Roxy, Rockstar Roxy.
And look, Amy, thanks for sending me stuff. I can't wait to get it.
Oh, for sure. You should open it.
I will. I'll open it and then I'll show it next Thursday.
No, it's going to explode, but yeah.
Oh, probably. Yeah, it's glitter.
Thank goodness. All right, so I must save money for RSD. That's a good note to end on because I will not be buying anything for RSD if it's up to me.
But you're gonna have to go get my Hank Sinatra thing.
No, you're going to talk to your boy about that.
No. They're only selling them in Raleigh.
Hi, I know, but you're going to talk to your boy about putting one aside for you. Anyway, we're going to talk about this later. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming. It's Thursday. Tim, I'll call you in a few minutes.
Hey, everybody, good night. Great to see you, and have a great rest of your week and weekend.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. Hey, go and help Pilmer. Oh, help Tim. No, help Tim for sure. You guys, try to be the last in the chat. Your name will go into a drawing next January. And my cats are bugging me for all kinds of stuff. Thanks for being here. I think Mr. Bizarro, our boy Aaron, might be doing a stream tonight. I'm not sure. He hasn't been here. Usually he's here when he's streaming. So anyway, go to check it out if you can. I got to go do a 4-mile walk because I haven't been walking lately, and I feel like I'm getting fat. So, Amina got the fart stickers. Oh, cool. All right. You got it. Finally got them. I don't know why it didn't work the first time, Amina. I put the right address on there. Anyway, you guys, I'm out of here. Go check out some of the latest videos I put up. It's dumb, geeky, record nerd stuff, and also probably satanic in some way. So may the rock and roll gods bless you as they bless me. We'll see you next Thursday, if not before then. And love you. Thank you. We really appreciate this. We're going to have Charlie serenade you with his soul-stealing eyes. Here we go.